Barbs, I'm back.
I've been thinking a lot about this whole Nicki Minaj, Americana, whatever the fuck that shit was that Nick Onika did the other day. A lot more than I thought I would. Now that I'm getting older, a lot of people have come to me and be like, why don't you have a podcast? You should have never stopped doing YouTube and all these other things. And the reason why I never really got into those things is because I'm trying to get in my older age have a lot more emotional intelligence with the content I share and my initial thoughts and regulating my emotions and not having knee-jerk reactions. Basically saying I'm trying not to crash out on social media the way I did in my 20s. Put a pin on that. And I want it to be clear, by no means am I a barb. I appreciate Nicki's work. I could rap the whole verse from Monster from front to back. I only bought one album with Real Money. In order to understand why Nicki Minaj siding with MAGA is a big deal, we have to kind of understand the impact of Nicki Minaj. You know how boomers and Gen Xers always talk about how Michael Jackson used to have people fainting and falling out during concerts by just standing there? To a lot of people and a lot of LGBTQ people, particularly black ones, that is what Nicki Minaj was to them, just in a different scale. Nicki Minaj hit the scene around 2008, 2009, around that time period. And it is worth noting that a lot of studies show that black LGBTQ youth, black and Hispanic youth, were 3 times more likely to experience homelessness, and there was a racial disparity with homelessness and poverty in that particular period. That is important because if you know this one thing about Nicki Minaj's fan base, they are extremely loyal to her. There are people who have spent their last dollar going to Target and Walmart and just sweeping the shelves and spending real money for her. That means that in 2008 and 2009, there were black, Hispanic youth that were homeless and didn't have a place to live, and listening to Massive Attack, Piggy in the Market, her mixtapes, her actual album, and that is what they had to get through. And that is kind of shows how Nicki Minaj has created a connective tissue with a lot of LGBT youth of their period, and they grew up with her music. Therefore, they have a very sort of parasocial bond with her. We can call them crazy, we can call them dysfunctional, but they are loyal, and that is very important. The most vocal homophobic people tend to be black women. I don't know why. I have theories why, but if you think about the loudest black people who are homophobic or speak homophobic rhetoric, it normally is black women. And in my mind, in my younger age, I kind of viewed, sometimes I hate to say this, but I did view black women as the enemy when it came to being gay. And Nicki Minaj was kind of a remedy to that, even though I wasn't a fan. Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Just Hilariouses, Tamar Braxton. I thought Nicki Minaj was different, even though I wasn't a diehard bar. In the years to come, I've come to learn that black women really are not the enemy. There are a lot of black women who are allies, our strongest allies. As I grew and mature, I realized black women aren't the enemy. Bitches like Nicki Minaj are the enemy. Amber Rose, Nicki Minaj, Just Hilarious, Tasha K, those bitches are the enemy. Those are the kind of bitches that will call somebody a F word that rhymes with bag, but then in the same breath text them asking them for an emergency appointment to get their goddamn hair fixed. Those are the type of bitches who will say that their womanhood is attacked, but their favorite girl that does their nails is a trans woman. Those are the type of women who will say that homosexuality is the downfall of the Black America, but will ask their gay best friend for tips on how to suck dick. Those are the enemy, and those people are dangerous. A lot of people are getting on social media like, Nicki, how can you alienate your fan base? Nicki Minaj has a very parasocial relationship with her fan base. You cannot tell that woman about her own fan base. She knows exactly what her fan base consists of, and she knows exactly how people will react to going up and taking her fix-a-flat ass on Americon with Charlie Kirk's wife. She knows what the impact and the backlash was. She don't give a fuck. I don't care if you, Barbs, now I'm talking to you now. Thank you for staying with me, Barbs. I'm not going to fault you for listening to Nicki Minaj music. I'm not going to fault you for listening to her or even still following her on social media, because I understand that that woman got you through some tough times. I understand that that woman has helped you gotten through the brink of unaliving yourself to being whoever you are to this day. I understand that that woman has pushed you through her music, and you thought that she was with you in that period of time, and that connection mattered. But make no mistake, that bitch is the enemy. Just Hilarious, Tasha K, Amber Rose, those bitches are the enemy. They betrayed us, even though we made them who they are today, whether they want to admit it or not. They are the enemy. So I will tell the Barbs, I get it. I get it. I fucking get it. I get it. I will tell anybody that Beyonce with Renaissance got me through 2022, one of the worst years of my life, losing my best friend of 9 years and getting my heart broken twice. And that bitch reminded me who the fuck I am with Renaissance. I don't ever get it twisted. She betrayed you. She turned your back on you. Realize what she is. A talented, one of the greatest rap lyricists of all times, but she's also a narcissistic, self-serving, egomaniacal, down low, self-centered bitch. And she chose fortune and fame and a fucking sex offender over her fan base to make her who they are today. Resonate with her music, but at the same time, let that bitch go and become your best self.